Hey nerds, World War I was totally avoidable. Pat Buchanan was a paleo-conservative who worked for the Bush Sr. administration. He wrote a book called Churchill, Hitler, and the Unnecessary War. I wanted to read and take notes on it for videos because I endlessly hear anarcho-capitalist podcaster Dave Smith recommend it. Everyone also probably remembers when shit disturber podcast historian, but not a Holocaust revisionist, Daryl Cooper, infamously argued that Hitler had morally better intentions than most of us believe. Cooper also, of course, sparked controversy when he said Churchill was chief villain of World War II. He claimed this on mega sycophant and former Fox News host Tucker Carlson's podcast, who giggles a lot. Anyway, Smith claims Buchanan was anti-war because he makes the argument that Churchill, Hitler, and in his book Churchill, Hitler, and the Unnecessary War, that World War II was unnecessary. In reality, Buchanan wasn't anti-war at all because in the exact same book, he praised what British colonialism did for African countries. I think that it's admirable to be against World War II since millions of fucking people died. But Buchanan is clearly not anti war. It's unquestionably true that way more millions of people were massacred in mass genocide under British colonialism than during World War II. Anyway, I actually 100% agree with the argument that Buchanan makes in the book next. Not only does Buchanan think World War II was unneeded, he also has the same thoughts on World War I. It seems to me that I'm probably similar to many others in that I believe World War I was, at the very least, a far more unnecessary war than World War II. I'm not a historian, however, isn't a historian either, but he makes good arguments, supported by the opinions of legit historians. They claim that World War I was unnecessary because the complex chain of events that led to its outbreak could have been broken numerous times. If, if practicality and common goodwill of all people had been prioritized by any of the world leaders involved at the time, the first clash of arms would never have occurred. Contrary to the layman's belief, though, there was not only one main catalyst. Most people have probably heard of the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, presumptive heir to the throne of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. I don't need to go into that. The reactions to it did not need to lead to an all-out global war. The Austrians unnecessarily exploited Franz Ferdinand's assassination to declare war on Serbia. Austria made 10 demands of Serbia that they had to fulfill to avoid a conflict. Serbia accepted 9 of their 10 demands. Austria could have just decided to be cool with Serbia meeting 9 of 10 demands instead of declaring fucking war. Also, Tsar Nicholas II of Russia could have been tougher in rescinding his order for full mobilization of the Russian army. Instead, the Tsar ordered partial mobilization at first in response to Serbia's ultimatum to Austria-Hungary after the Franz Ferdinand assassination. Tsar Nicholas II sent Russian forces to districts bordering Austria. His military command was horrified by the only partial mobilization. After Austria invaded Serbia because they only met 9 of their 10 demands, Nicholas II acquiesced to pressure from his military, his military command, and fully mobilized Russian forces on countries bordering Austria. There was mounting pressure from Germany for Russia to stand down before Nicholas II made that decision. But the Tsar listened to his military cabinet and Austria's demand for war instead of following his initial instinct to only partially mobilize, which may have prevented both Russia and Austria from going to war with Serbia and Germany. After Nicholas II fully mobilized the Russian army and attacked Austria, Germany declared war on Russia. Now, due to Austria and Russia's reactions to Serbia's assassination of Franz Ferdinand, Russia and Russia and Austria were now at war with Serbia and Germany, which was totally avoidable. Then the Schlieffen Plan almost automatically unfolded. That was the German military strategy for fighting a war on 2 fronts. With a lot of minor modifications to the plan, Germany quickly attacked France through Belgium. Germany planned to fully focus on Russia after France was defeated, but Germany failed against Russia, largely because Russia's advance was a lot faster than they expected. And Germany also failed to anticipate Russia's trench warfare and new military technologies such as machine guns and a lot of other things that we've heard of. However, the Schlieffen Plan could have been stopped if the same conference of world leaders who resolved the 1913 Balkan crisis had reconvened to come to a peace deal. The same six ambassadors from those six countries who solved the Balkan crisis were in London before the Schlieffen Plan was fully enacted. A peace deal could have been negotiated between Serbia, Bulgaria, Greece, Montenegro, and Romania. Once Serbia and Germany were at war with Austria and Russia, then Bulgaria, Greece, Montenegro, and Romania got involved on the side of Serbia. When the ambassadors of all these countries were in London before the Schlieffen Plan was enacted, the Prince of Germany was there as well. So, Serbia and Germany could have gotten together with the British ambassador, Bulgaria, Greece, Montenegro, and Romania to end the war before the Schlieffen Plan was enacted. This could have prevented Britain and France from getting involved at all in the war on the side of Russia and Austria. The Schlieffen Plan uh, the even further escalation of the war now between the Allies, Russia, Austria, Britain, and France, versus the Axis, Germany, Serbia, Bulgaria, Greece, Montenegro, and Romania. So, there were many opportunities during the outbreak of World War I for further escalation to be avoided. The Austrians could have accepted Serbia fulfilling 9 out of 10 Austria's demands in reaction to Franz Ferdinand's assassination instead of declaring war on Serbia. Tsar Nicholas II could have only partially mobilized Russian forces instead of fully mobilizing them in parts of the country bordering Austria. If Russia hadn't attacked Germany, Germany wouldn't have declared war on Russia and France, and the Schlieffen Plan and further escalation of the war could have been avoided. These are all just a few of the reasons that World War I was totally unnecessary.